Enjoy the ride with Crystal Petrie Consulting.
Hello, my name is Crystal Petrie, and you are watching the Crystal Petrie Consulting Network. This Is Us is one of my favorite series shows on TV. And this is the final chapter of this show. I am going to do a recap of the 100th episode of This Is Us, entitled KaToby. I want to start this recap off by saying, wow, to Toby. Because Toby is doing whatever it takes to save his family and save his marriage. And this energy is the energy we all need when we love someone or something. So, Toby moved back home. Kate got a new job, and Toby got a new job. Kate is beaming, but Toby is steaming. The move for Toby is tearing him down, and he is showing it verbally and emotionally. And even though both Kate and Toby are miserable, my own selfishness really hates to see the disillusion of KaToby. And coming up soon, I will be hosting Get Funding and Create Change, an online grant writing professional learning course. This course will teach you how to properly introduce yourself to the funder, how to properly write your proposal in a manner that will get you funding to create change in your community. I want to teach you how to turn your vision into a reality for your nonprofit organization in whatever city you live in. This course will be online, so you can learn at home, at the coffee shop, or even on the football field or soccer field. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right now and sign up for my newsletter right now so you will get all of the information you need as soon as enrollment is available. You can do both by visiting my website, KaTobyLLC.com. At the engagement party, you can see everyone has moved on. Rebecca has gotten older. Randall is running and possibly winning his senator race. And Madison is now pregnant again for her husband. And Kevin is back on the dating scene. During this episode, we did a lot of back and forths. So going back before Kate's engagement party, she posed a very difficult question to Kevin. How do I know if it's time to end a marriage? I believe that's one of the hardest questions that any married person ever has to ask and then maybe answer. And it's especially heartbreaking for me to see that with KaToby. The dinner with Toby and Kate was a great idea by the therapist Diane, but it really didn't go as planned. Kate and Toby argued the entire time. Kate had some really valid points about Toby, and Toby had some really valid points about Kate. And throughout the arguing, the absolute truth came out, which is normally what happens when emotions are running high and people are angry and upset. The truth will come out. The hard, heartbreaking truth came out, and the end of a marriage, a family, memories, laughter, and sadness are all over. How is it that through 100 episodes we have witnessed the birth and the death of KaToby? But also in the 100th episode, we are now witnessing the birth of Kate and Philip. And again, just my own selfishness, I don't know how I feel about that. But we did learn some things about Philip, like some interesting truth things about Philip. I would say the end of his marriage is tragic. Now we know, or at least you should, if you're an avid fan like I do, that Philip was once married. But we don't know anything about his marriage or his wife. Turns out he was married and she was blind. And she wanted children, and for some reason they could not conceive. And that, whether you want to say tiny or huge thing in their life, caused the end of their marriage. But really what that moment showed me and Kate, because you can see it on her face, was that you never really know what a person's life was before you walked into it. And you should never assume that you know what a person's life was before you walked into it. Toby acknowledging the last time he would kiss his wife was very important, because most people have no idea when their last will be. So Toby knew in that moment that would be his last time kissing his wife. But most people never know the last time you will kiss your wife or your husband, the last time you will hug someone, the last time you will say goodbye to someone, or even the last time you will say, I will talk to you later. You never truly know until the very end. What Kate said to Toby the day they signed their divorce papers is very true, not just for Kate and Toby, but I feel like it's very true for me and for everyone else. Just because one story ends doesn't mean your story will end. It just means that story has ended, and in the same moment, another story begins. Now, I know what we all learned from The Lion King about the circle of life, but this sentence that Kate said, when one story ends, another begins, I feel is the true circle of life. Stay social with me by subscribing to my YouTube channel so you will know every time I upload another video. Also, join in the conversation. Let me know, what did you think about KaToby, and what takeaways or life lessons did you learn from the 100th episode of This Is Us?
So it's